sunglasses. Oh, here they are, right in front of me.
And we are live.
Speed running, quick episode here, Tuesday night.
It's a standard episode for most podcasts.
For most podcasts.
You know what I mean? We just
Standard
go
episode.
long sometimes.
We do go long.
Well, we're going to do a whole hour.
It's a lot.
Some people crawl towards an hour.
Nah.
We do
maybe we'll go
2-3
less. Maybe
hours.
we'll do a half hour like all the ones on the really successful ones are all like 15 minutes and half hours. Like they do the murder mystery ones. They do like serials. Because then the real trick there is you're listening to it on Spotify. Most people are listening while they're driving. Shout out to all our truck drivers and our Army folks and our mechanics, our blue-collar guys.
blue-collar boys.
Yeah, now listen to us. We love you. But they put us on like background music, like we're the new AM radio. So if you got one of those 15-minute podcasts, which those murder mystery podcasts are great.
Like
guys are
5
watching
of them in a drive.
Yeah, and so now you're sitting here getting 2 mid-roll ad breaks. And I'm giving people the inside baseball on this now. You're getting 2 mid-roll ad breaks for 8 different episodes in the same 2 hours.
That's been this episode of Slick and Thick. Come back.
We gotta get to 15. We gotta get to 15. We gotta get to 15.
Why 15?
And I need the money.
Why 15? There used to be a 10-minute podcast.
It's like 15. 15 is like the sweet spot for that kind of game now. 15 is the sweet because you do 4 in an hour.
I figured we just troll everybody. And just
get out of here.
Of minute and a half videos.
We got to get to at least 3 minutes to get the mid-roll ad, though. So
no, it's just us talking for
no
1
money.
minute.
We're not doing this for money.
And them talking, and then the ad.
After today's Dow, I need money. I need the mid-roll ads.
Ad.
The Dow Jones for people that follow
ad.
that. Down 500 points at one point today. Closed on a little bit of a rally. 400 points. A full 1% down across the board. That's brutal. Apple taking a bath. Down over 10% since the start of the year.
Well, there's so much better fruits. You got pears, you got watermelon, you got oranges.
I'm a big nectarine guy.
No, nectarine, bro. That's in the top 3 for sure.
Nectarine?
100%. Nectarine's fantastic.
You separate the nectarine from the peach, or those two different
Absolutely.
things?
A nectarine is a smooth peach with like a more exotic flavor.
Mm-hmm. I think a nectarine's like a peach that went to finishing school. Like a nectarine.
Yeah, like a peach it's got that little like fuzz on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's like it isn't
peach
properly
is like
shaven.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like a, you know what I mean?
It's like a nectarine is like a modern woman. A peach is like a it's like a broad from the 70s.
Yeah. Peaches are a little bit bigger and bustier.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, they got some gussies on them.
Yeah.
You get them big old. You got the gussy. That gussy peach. But some of these nectarines got the gussy too.
Yeah, do you hear Christian gooning over there? It's called gooning.
Dude, I've been gooning out hard ever since she said, would you say gussy?
Oh, shit.
Gussy?
Can you imagine if gussy tasted like nectarine? My God.
That word just hits different.
Yeah. I seen some good gussy down in Mexico this week. So anyway,
So anyway?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We got
You saw gussy in Mexico?
Crypto hit a new high. Bitcoin
You heard him
new
say
high.
gussy in Mexico though?
Gussy. I'ma sit right here and have another slug in Mexico.
So you had a slug or gussy? I'm not.
The gussy is a part of the slug.
I support slug. I love slug.
The slug is the
Christian
whole.
likes calling girls slugs. I think that's so unbecoming of you guys.
Ever since Mick got married, he's turned into a real pussy. He's turned into a real pussy.
I'm feminist since the beginning, guys. You forget this thing.
Since the beginning. Yep. Yeah. He's so feminist. We've had guests legit ask him to choke them. Like, hey, can you choke me? You can choke me, she says.
I was like, I will because of equal rights.
and that reason only. And that reason only. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Now, I know you're not.
What were you doing out of Mexico?
I'll get into it in a second because, for the people that have been following the stock stuff I've been talking about real quick. The bubble is going to burst. This is like what our economic situation is insane. Now, is this the beginning of the bubble bursting? I don't think so. Not yet. They really, really, really want to happen.
Listen, bro. Biden solved COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's now just the flu, and he's gonna
out.
solve this.
Shout out Joe
I know
Biden.
it seems bad. But Biden's got this shit. All right. And he's going to handle it.
Are you in the market at all? Do you do anything with
a little bit? Yeah.
You're in the market?
I got some things.
Got some things?
I got some things.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be like one of these other guys fighting until you're 75 years old out here. You need a paycheck.
No, I want to do it because I want to do it.
Oh, is that,
I want to be at 75 and like doing
I invested nothing because it keeps me motivated. It keeps me on the edge.
Yeah,
where I gotta be.
No. I'm gonna. I don't. Yeah, it's fun to fight.
People are gonna get cleaned out
Get
because
a bunch of monies for it.
They've
and then you could put it in the Dow.
you hand it to Mr. Dow.
Hand it to Mr. Dow.
Mr.
Jones.
I hand Mr. Jones $100, and he hands me back $120 at the end of every month.
Maybe. Mr. Jones and me.
You know who Mrs. Pelosi
doing stonks.
Mrs. Pelosi and me, boy.
Yeah, you and Pelosi.
Yeah, there's this thing called Quiver Quantitative. And I'm giving this for free because they're not paying.
You're giving this free game now.
Yeah, I actually emailed them and I was like, yo, I've been telling everybody about you. You should break your boy off a little something.
Yeah, well, all right. So you send them this clip. You
know and they responded, no, thanks. We're good.
They said no, thanks?
Yeah, basically. We're like, yeah, we don't do that. We don't advertise like that. I'm like, all right.
Why?
Fine.
Do they hate money?
Yeah, I guess. They don't need it because they've been tracking congressional stocks
with
AI for like 2 years.
They've been somewhat of an investor myself.
Exactly. I'm somewhat of an investor myself. The stock market's up like 18%, 19% over the last 2 years. They're up 240%. Yo, our government.
You talking Quiver? Or you talking the government?
No, the government's even more because remember, Quiver gets the government stocks 30 days after they make them.
Right.
They have 30 days to report them. So Nancy Pelosi's made in 100 days. She's made like $3 million just on Nvidia alone. She makes $150,000 a year.
Yeah, she really is an impressive money mind. She's really impressive what she's done, the way she's forecasted these things.
She's brilliant.
I'm just really impressed. You know what I mean?
And
I think credit where credit's due. Nancy P, you're the fucking goat of the fucking stock market. Like she needs to be teaching some seminars, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Would you go to that Nancy Pelosi seminar?
Fuck yeah, bro. Who would you be? What do I hate money?
What do you think she teaches? What do you think she teaches?
Look, I couldn't even begin to fathom what type of level she's on. You know
Step
what I mean?
one,
mentally,
get elected to Congress and gather all the inside information you can.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Step two, sit on the appropriations boards that hand out the contracts to the businesses you invest in.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a new cybersecurity threat. We sure could use a new cybersecurity company to handle our defenses.
That's good. Be manipulative.
Palo Alto Networks, you get the bid. Oh, what? I have a $1.2 million call on Palo Alto?
Look at that.
It's guys, this is a coincidence.
Well, look at that.
It's a coincidence. So my big conspiracy theory here is everybody knows this is a fucking bubble. The AI bubble is going to make the 90s tech bubble look like it's insane. Now, why does this matter? It matters because people that follow me, especially from the old channel, they're money people. They get it. They like talking about this stuff. That's number one. Everybody knows it's a bubble, but here's the thing about a bubble. A bubble ain't bad while it's blowing. You just can't be in the boat when the wave comes crashing down.
When the bubble pops.
When the bubble pops, it's bad to be there.
So it's good when how'd you word that before? It's good when the blowing's happening?
It's good when you get blown by the bubble.
It's good when the bubble's getting blown.
When the bubble's blowing, it's good to be in the bubble. But when that bubble pops, what happens?
How could someone put in like a fail safe in the bubble? Put like a more solid structure so if it's penetrated, it just doesn't go that far.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
There's some
Citizen Death Strike?
That's the opposite.
We're hitting the hits here.
Citizen Death Strike would cause the bubble to explode nuclear like in a month.
Torrentially.
Yeah, it would take it would take 30 days of 1 million people deciding not to pay their debts to just implode the world economy. Just implode it.
But then would that be good for people?
In the long run, yes, but it would be short term very, very painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of good things are. You know what I mean? Go to the fucking gym. It hurts to pump the weight.
Totally.
And then fucking you get to be jacked.
That's kind of what they call austerity in political terms. It's basically that, going on an economic diet. Right? Like right now it's credit. We're spending money we're not going to have for 30 years right now. We're so deep in debt. We're adding like $1 trillion to
One of those cows going to come home, or chickens come to roost. Cows come home, chickens come to roost?
I think so. Yeah,
right, which one?
Cows do come home and chickens do come to roost.
So when is that going to be?
Yeah, when's the nut going to pop in all our mouths?
I wouldn't put it that
Not
way.
that one?
Not for me,
that's the literal $1 trillion question, buddy. And now my conspiracy mind says they've already decided when it's going to be. And I think they're going to punish us all if Daddy LaRange gets back into office. And they're going to punish us. They're going to cripple him.
So he's on all the ballots now.
Supreme Court 9-0. That's 5 Republicans and 4 Democrats all said, hey, it turns out
being lawful.
This democracy thing is people voting. So weird. Yeah, you get to choose who you vote for. Yeah. Wild. And the DA down in...
I'm glad we got that established at least.
Yeah, wild. You know what I mean? First thing, can you imagine...
Just when you thought America couldn't have been any better.
Yeah. You know, America's the most divided it's ever been. Nah, all Republicans and Democrats agree like, oh, we should have the choice to vote for who we want. Weird. Yeah. That's a good sign. It's a good sign that maybe the craziness is waning. I've seen a lot of signs recently that the craziness is waning. And in Mexico, they don't play that shit at all. They don't play that. They do not play that game at all. They don't play that woke stuff at all down there, boy. It's fucking, they do not give a shit.
You gotta be careful eating meat down there too. They'd be giving clenbuterol to all them aminos. I always thought when someone said, "Oh, I ate meat in Mexico," that it was like a bullshit, but that's like a real thing. They do that to beef up the fucking beef.
I believed it. I walked into pharmacies there to get deodorant. And I walked out with things that would have cost me thousands of dollars and taken 3 doctor's visits to get.
Really?
Yeah. So
name them.
I think you know what they are. The
incriminate yourself.
So here's the thing now with the Dow, like you said. Now people are going to say crypto is how you insulate yourself. I'm not as positive as that. Like our friend, I was texting with our good friend and co-host Candace Horbatch yesterday.
Yeah. You guys were discussing the crypto yesterday?
Yeah. Because crypto hit a new all-time high, and I'm like, I'm starting to shell out, and then goes down today, and I'm like,
She scared me, by the way.
Why is that?
Because I texted her to confirm when she was coming, whether it was when you thought or what I thought, and then at first she's like, yeah, it's that time, and then she's like, oh wait, no, he might be right. And I was like, impossible. G's never right. And I was like, I'm always right. And I ended up being right, thankfully. But I had a few seconds where I was nervous because I got the Anthem Jerky, me and Vicente, this weekend down in Miami for the
Saturday
UFC,
night. Tell the people about it.
For the UFC Miami. Yeah, you got to come down. Me and Vicente Luque, your 2 favorite Jersey fighters, other than Frankie Edgar and Jim Miller, are going to be down there.
Shout out Frankie Edgar in the Hall of Fame.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and Jim Miller's a future Hall of Famer.
I can't believe that there's so much debate about that with Jim
There's not. There's one fucking guy. Daniel Cormier is the only one who said that. There's no debate. It's not a debate. He's has the most wins. You could just look at every time he steps in the ring, he's setting a new record.
Yeah.
He's been doing that.
Yeah.
There's no debate. There's no debate. There's a little bit of hate, but there's no debate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's but it's I get it too cuz now we're doing this fucking talking thing and like these guys, like
you need things to talk about.
Your boy Shab and stuff. Sometimes they gotta fucking,
I mean, you don't have to
talk. Yeah. We'll see how long. Soon we're gonna be fucking just flaming motherfuckers. We'll see.
We've started flaming.
Nah,
people.
but I'm.
Whatever podcast can suck my dick.
Right.
Fucking who else?
Right. Well, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like people, they just go and like they're forced to talk all the time, so then they say shit. But like, I don't think Cormier would stand on that. And if I'd be like
his argument,
he might if he does, I think he
gave the old Mike Francesa Mad Dog argument. He's a compiler. When was he ever the best? You can't like the whole.
But he was top 3 a couple times.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like so,
people forget because he has such a long career. And MMA, it's like you're only as good as your last fight.
Do you remember who? Do you remember who Mike Francesa was talking about? Was a compiler, not the best running back of all time. He's a compiler.
Emmitt Smith?
Emmitt Smith. He was shitting on Emmitt Smith, and it's like, Emmitt Smith's pretty good, man.
Yeah, well, he's doing that for the New York market.
Yeah,
to shit on
there
the
you
Cowboy.
go. Probably.
He's playing his people, at least.
Probably. So to put a bow on it.
No, real quick. The Anthem Jerky thing.
Yeah.
That's how we started talking about that. But, it's a meet and greet down in Miami at La Chick. You're going to be there, right?
La Chic?
It's spelled Lechick.
Oh,
in Wynwood.
La Chick.
Yeah.
La Chick. I like it.
Right?
The
Christian,
Chick.
are you coming?
Wynwood's a good time.
Christian's coming? Dude, we should do Christian Mingles. We should do the first episode at the meet and greet. Any of you girls show up that want to date Christian, come on down.
See, here's the thing.
And then we're gonna bring you on the podcast.
I love the idea of Christian Mingles, but I'm gonna poo-poo it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna do the work on it. I'm not gonna produce it. I'm not gonna organize it. So I mean.
Yeah, me and Kim got that. We're figuring it out. We'll bring in some ladies.
Okay.
We'll bring in some ladies, and they get to Christian's gonna ask some questions.
Sure.
And stuff like that.
Excited to see.
Do you goon? Do you not goon?
Or boys. Kimmy
Castles firing shots.
Shit. Kimmy Castles big modeling thing this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh,
killing it.
She's going international.
See.
You're gonna see Kimmy Castle's new face of Alfa Romeo. Does that mean? Right. Does that mean you get an Alfa Romeo?
It better. If it doesn't mean that, then what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, she's a married woman, and now all of a sudden, the guys who own Alfa Romeo.
I'm her sugar baby.
Oh, hey, why don't you come over here, kid? We got some modeling for you.
Yeah, I'm her sugar baby.
You're
now,
a sugar baby?
Yeah, it's really cool.
So what's that? Azúcar niño? Is that how that goes? Is that azúcar hijo?
Niño azúcar.
Niño azúcar.
But yeah, come down, please, everybody in the South Florida area. You're gonna be there?
Yeah.
Look, G's gonna be there too.
I heard there was free beef jerky.
Dow. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, it's the best beef jerky. Anthem, the Anthem snacks, Anthem beef jerky's fire, bro. I'll eat like 3 of those as a meal, and
I'll tell you why
jacked.
You should care about the Dow.
75.
Are you ready?
I did care. I've cared about the Dow this whole time.
Do not.
I've cared about this Dow for so long.
Do not say it out loud, please. I'm literally begging you. Don't say it out loud. But I started this account with 20,000.
That's yeah. I hope the camera caught that.
Do not, yeah, because I'm gonna lie about it on taxes. So
I was gonna fuck around and give like a crazy number, but I'm not even gonna fuck with you. I guess.
No, but it's very important stuff, and it's important because I think the no honor amongst thieves thing happens here.
Yeah,
where like they all have this gentleman's agreement. Let's wait till Trump gets into office, and then like we'll give the plebeians a month, and then it'll be Christmas time, and then we'll pop the bubble so they don't even get to enjoy Christmas. Soros fucking pulls the rug, and then it'll be 2 years.
That'd be rude as hell.
It'll be 2 years, just like it was in 2008, of having to clean up that economic mess, and the whole time they'll be able to blame Trump. Republicans will lose the midterm. It makes a lot of sense from a political. If you
did they release COVID during Trump to screw him?
Ooh, now we're getting into stuff that will definitely get us kicked off. But the answer is definitely yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the COVID, and now by the way, it's nothing. You just, hey guys, it's the flu.
It's the flu.
The CDC says, you don't even need the social distance.
I knew Biden was the fucking guy. Dude.
My bad, but
I
still,
knew he was the guy to solve it. He came in there
to get into Rutgers.
Fauci.
You're old fucking. You're old school. You have to be up to date on your boosters, or they won't let you on campus. Still now.
Yeah, it looks like Mickey G wouldn't have made it. Wouldn't have made the cut.
So I think that's the plan. They're gonna do the rug pull in December, but I think they're too greedy. I think some people are gonna try to jump the gun and know that it's gonna happen in December.
Get out earlier to get more profits.
The first person that gets out is gonna get out completely whole. And then what happens to the next person? They get a little bit less, and then the person after that gets a little bit less. And then once you see 2 people heading to the door, what do you think everybody else is
why don't you go take that fucking figure out now then?
November 1st, everything's coming out.
Hey, now you're giving too much information. That means everyone's going to 31st you. Which means you were actually 31sting everyone.
I was really getting out November 1st.
Oh,
I was really getting out November 1st. Yeah, but no, November 1st, I'm out of everything.
Can you throw me those multivitamins behind you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, they're empty?
Empty.
Fuck!
Empty. Yeah, so
we got to get Dr. Pete up in here, and they're going to need a little restocking.
Yeah, man, I would love to get Dr. Pete in here, especially now that he's been completely vindicated.
Yeah, like
they
literally
destroyed him.
Now is like
they destroyed him. They hated him so much that they destroyed Aaron Rodgers for quoting him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and a lot of people bought that shit. So many people, like that whole Hard Knocks thing was all like a Aaron Rodgers pub piece. Like, yo, I fucks with Aaron Rodgers. Like, damn, Rodgers.
Really?
Dude, you didn't see it?
I didn't watch it.
The whole thing is, and at least they got that since he was injured on the first play of the season.
Yeah.
But they got 5 episodes of Aaron Rodgers love. You know what I mean? Oh, he's a cool guy. Oh, he's funny. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was all like an Aaron Rodgers fluff.
The funniest thing was the ivermectin. They're like, they're taking horse medicine. It was like.
Yeah, they changed Joe Rogan's skin color and all that shit.
What the
It's like, whoa, this is the video. And it's like, not like he has got no reach. Like, he's going to call you on your shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't look like that.
That's a weird, I'm not fucking.
Wild.
Like, gray.
Wild. Like, who do they think is watching? Like, who's their demographic? Who do they think is watching them?
I don't fucking know, man. Idiots, sheeple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you seen all the shit Ryan Garcia's on?
Yeah, what was that all about, man?
So he's fighting Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia's a young boxer. He lost to Tank Davis his last fight, but he's a good fighter.
Gervonta
very
Davis
quick.
is a beast, man.
Yeah. No, he's great. Tough Baltimore kid.
Young Tyson, right? Like, what do they call him? Mini Mike or something?
I would say that's a good. That's a good.
We were talking to Belcher about that. That style is called peekaboo.
Tyson style was absolutely peekaboo. That's custom
and that's the side to side.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do a lot of side, taking angles, hit things here, coming out. You know what I mean? It keeps the guy. So what it is a. It's almost. Let's see. It's kind of like a little bit of Henry Armstrong, who's we're dating ourselves. He's someone who's probably fought back in like the 40s or something. Fought a lot. I showed you some of his shit before. But their theory was like if Customato said if you can get a heavyweight to fight like Henry Armstrong, they're going to be unstoppable. They tried to do it with Floyd Patterson. Sonny Liston had a little bit of it. There's certain guys
a little bit too. My understanding is that the Burt Sugars claim that the first movement fighter, the guy who didn't just like stagnate, was Jack Dempsey. He was the first like movement fighter.
I'm not totally sure on that. I know there was some dudes back in there, especially like some
Jersey Joe Walcott,
some young like Jewish cats who were fucking like they were moving around. There's some good
people don't know. Turn of the 20th century, late 1890s, early 1900s, Jews were tough guys.
Yeah,
they were the tough guys. They were the. You're laughing. They were the young thugs, man. Bugsy Siegel, Meyer Lansky, Arnold Rothstein. I mean, Max Schelling wasn't. No, he was German.
Schmeling was German, but Max Baer wore the thing on his stuff. That's the guy who Cinderella Man beat.
Max Baer.
But Max Baer had killed a guy in the ring, and they make him look like a dick in that movie Cinderella Man. But apparently, like he was ferocious. Like you watch him fight, he's like making a face too. But he like felt real bad about when he killed that guy, and he kind of always held himself back allegedly.
Really?
From that point on. Yeah, I think he might have killed 2 guys.
Get out of here, really?
I gotta stop doing this. I gotta. What else am I gonna do? But I gotta just, you know what I mean, do a little less.
Power Samson, and then there was that Primo Carnera. He was the Italian.
Primo Carnera,
supposed to be a big guy.
Primo Carnera was a big guy. But he has some nice wins, but he wasn't very technically sound. And a lot of times those giants aren't as tough. You know what I mean? Because they're not usually used to getting challenged and stuff.
Yeah.
Like how many times do you think Shaq's been punched in the face?
I can't.
Probably not that much.
Probably not that many.
You know what I mean? They're just like, why I don't want those problems. You know what I mean? But I forget. I think Dempsey beat Primo Carnera.
What a great time for boxing.
This
is after Jack Johnson. And before Joe Louis.
That's the correct. That's like the golden era kind of boxing. While Muay Thai, I think they say the golden era is like in the early 90s.
Really?
Yeah.
Were there weight classes? I feel like all these guys, the weights of these guys, they were all quote unquote heavyweights, but
so. The heavyweights were like 190.
I think 180. Was it 190?
Well, I'm pretty sure when
didn't Marciano fight at 185? I'm pretty
sure when Jersey Joe Walcott fought Marciano was like 86, 87. Jersey Joe was like 196. I think there's other examples of that too. Like I'm pretty sure Sonny Liston was like 200 pounds, something like that. Like
really?
Yeah.
Were they cutting down back then too, or was that their walk around?
That was just a walk around.
So the heavyweights back then would probably be like at least middleweight today.
Middleweight in boxing is like 164, I think.
So if they're walking around 185.
So no. I mean, if you're doing like MMA type cuts, they could be that.
Wow.
Yeah, they'd probably be like a super middleweight.
Wow.
Like a big middleweight. You know what I mean?
So Dempsey would be fighting in the 170s.
Probably.
How about that?
Yeah.
Who was like a legit Joe Louis was a big dude though.
Know who is it? I thought was very similar to Henry Armstrong. Who he's got his back bent a lot.
Yeah, Armstrong.
Frazier. Frazier. If you watch Frazier fight, he fights in such a unique way. He's basically bent over the whole time, moving jabs and then coming up with his left
jump hook.
Yeah. Like he's just bobbing like forward.
He would literally like jump and reach with that hook. Like come off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a gazelle punch, which what's his name was good at. A lot of guys use it. Still, but it's like kind of that same thing where you kind of like come down and boom, pop up. You know what I mean?
Strength of the legs.
Hagler was good at that.
Hagler.
Yeah, but you do it, but also like you can act like you're going to the body and come around.
So
you know what I mean?
They drop.
So you jab the body, then you whack. You know what I mean? Come up to the chin. Gazelle punch. But all that shit is good when you kind of like, I guess we were talking about that after with Belcher, but like kind of like that misdirection stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Setting things up.
Just gotta be careful getting kneed in the face when you're doing that.
It's different. Yeah. It's different, man. But yeah, there's you gotta be careful getting kneed in the face for wrestling.
I was so impressed with Belcher and Chigano. Like, Cigano. Sorry.
I think that means gypsy in Portuguese.
Belcher rearranged that dude's nose.
Yeah, his nose was fucked. But that one it broke my heart a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Because Belcher was winning the fight. He was fighting a great fight. Was weathering the storm. Got taken down. Was losing that round, but was winning the fight. Done more damage, and then got up and just got caught.
How big is Junior? Because Allen's not a small guy, and Junior.
No. Junior's like been a heavyweight his whole career.
Guy, yeah.
He's been a heavyweight his whole career. Belcher, remember, fought 85.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I didn't think it didn't look like he was that much of the smaller guy at all. You know what I mean? Like
width-wise maybe, but I think reach-wise.
I'm just saying, like in the fight, like it didn't look like I hope they do the rematch there. Chase, if they don't do the rematch, I hope they give it a Chase. I know Junior was calling for
shout
Roy
out
Nelson.
Chase Sherman, big win.
Yeah, big win. Put that dude to sleep, and that dude's tough, man.
Yeah,
Alex the Spartans, he's tough, man. But yeah, I think I hope it goes to one of those two. They do the rematch, and again have Roy Nelson come in after a decision loss. You can say whatever you want about it. It just doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense.
Do you think it should be Nelson and
Belcher again?
Yeah.
If you want the Roy Nelson one, then
Nelson, Belcher, Chase, and Junior.
And if Junior wants to do Roy Nelson,
mm-hmm.
you have Roy Nelson fight Chase, and they do the rematch. If he wants, or he has to fight Chase.
How much say do you guys have in who you fight?
I mean, you can say no.
Uh-huh.
You can always say no.
Yeah.
But
or you pull the Ngannou and say, I leave.
There can be there can be costs to that.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's I don't know how their contracts are written, but
mm-hmm.
be like, all right, like you said no, we're gonna get rid of the contracts. I don't know if that's a thing.
The old wives' tale about Izzy and Sean Strickland was Izzy wanted Strickland, like lobbied hard for it, and the UFC was like, you don't want this, don't do this, like this is not a good fight for you. And he was like, fuck you, just give me this guy, I'll piece him up and then move up. And they're like, do not do this. That's
the UFC said that.
Apparently,
said don't do this.
They
knew.
Not that. They just
I knew.
I think from the UFC's perspective, it was in their mind, and I like Strickland, so I'm not talking shit. In their mind, the UFC can't win there because they don't think anybody wanted to see that fight. Even if Izzy wins it, they didn't think it would draw. And then if Izzy loses, they have a worst case scenario where a guy that they can't control is champion.
He's great for the sport.
Sean?
Him as champ was great for the sport. Yeah.
I like him. I like him.
I think it was great.
Yeah.
I do. I never heard that. I didn't hear that.
That's the Chris.
I heard
you
there's
can look it up.
bunch of shenanigans going on with this UFC 300.
A lot of politics behind the scenes, huh?
Hey, we're gonna do mixed picks for the Miami card.
Yeah. I mean, you want to wait till I got to jut out of here, and then you and Christian can rip that at the end?
Yeah, if you want, whatever. Yeah, that's fine.
Because I want to. We started on Ryan Garcia, and this was really interesting.
Oh, the Ryan Garcia thing. That's true. Hey, you should he pull that up or?
Yeah.
So anyway, he's got a fight coming up very soon, and apparently he's struggled with either depression and he's bipolar. A lot of people are saying he seems pretty like manic right now. I'm not a fucking psychologist, and I don't know the kid. But he has been acting a little strange, I'd say. And the kid's been famous for a while, and he's apparently a little tough in a violent sport.
He's apparently a little tough with women. That's where a lot of this stuff comes from.
What do you mean tough with women?
I don't know. A little worse than normal womanizing stuff. I think he got like a girl pregnant. She had a kid, divorced her next. I don't remember off the top of my head, so I don't want to.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
that he
was like cheating on this girl. Like he was cheating on this girl with another girl that got pregnant, and then
it's
whatever.
But at the same time, people don't know what it's like being that kid. You're a good-looking kid, and you're getting all these things. You know what I mean?
What are you beating them off while you go to your Mercury Tracer?
What? Mercury Tracer?
You don't know what it's like to be Tiger Woods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
To have a bus of Norwegian supermodels throwing themselves at you. What are you? You fat slob writer. You're beating them off while you're walking out to your Mercury
Are you
Tracer.
doing a Bill Burr?
Trying, yeah.
Okay.
It's the great man. I'm glad you got it. So I can work on that. Yeah.
I just the Boston
So
ER.
what? So this whole time it's Arnold fucked the maid. Not that the maid's a gold digging whore.
You kind of sound like an old timey New York guy.
What? Terminator? You can tell me Terminator don't count now. It's one of the greatest bits of all time. The great man.
I gonna check that one out. Anyway, play this clip of Ryan Garcia talking some stuff.
God help you, Christian, if this is you too.
All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get raped. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
That's Andrew Tate. He's talking to.
Bro, they
I believe so.
took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I'll fucking show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you, which is the worst part about
they
it.
can't, bro. All right, so come touch me, you fucking bitch.
You have proof of these things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do.
And
The fuck talking about? Of course. If Alex could get a fucking video from the Bohemian Grove.
yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, if he did see that shit, then you know, good. You should be speaking up about it, and it's brave of you to do so, and you're doing the right thing. But I also don't know, you know, what the deal is, mental health wise, and I don't say that to discredit him at all.
You know what this sounds like?
What?
When I heard this, I thought of.
Also what?
No, go ahead, finish.
He sounds a little fucked up there, and maybe he's just a little hysterical because he's reliving the shit that happened to him. But I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. My initial reaction to it is like, oh no, you know, the kid's off the rocker, maybe he's cracked, or you know, he's on drinking or drugs or some shit. But then listening to it, the cadence of it, the severity in his voice, it sounds, even though it's in English, like that video of the girl I showed you. The model who came out of the Hollywood Illuminati party.
People?
Yeah, play that if you can, Chris. For people that have never seen it.
Let me. As you pull that up, I'm gonna read a couple things that Ryan Garcia wrote. He goes, "The biggest heartbreak will be when I die in front of the world. They will try to make an example of me. If they kill me, it wasn't me. Are the people going to get behind me or let them kill me? That's the real question. Let Ryan die or help me. How are they gonna help? I don't know what he means. Then they start getting longer and longer. Are you guys the crazy ones? Because I'm not lying. They are hurting kids, and everyone is standing back telling me to shut up. I don't care anymore. I'll die for innocent souls taken. If you aren't on my side, you are on the devil's side." And I got one more. "I love you, God, Jesus, my heart and my soul. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. You are my everything. My last tweet of today will be left as a love note to you. You will bring me out of everything. I'm sorry if I've done wrong. I'm sorry if I said too much. It's because I love you so much. I can't take it anymore. I love you so much. Have mercy on me, please. Have mercy on me, please." That wasn't me fucking up. That was just the way it was written. "I love you. I worship you. I give you my souls in such a deep way you can't imagine." Well, God could imagine. I would imagine. "I love you so. I love you. It's so deep that the oceans can't explain. I'm willing to make myself look crazy for you. Peter."
Peter?
Yeah, that's the last word in all capitals. I think the more I see, the more I'm kind of thinking he seems like homie's having an episode. But at the same time, I don't if he's, you know what I mean. And I don't know, just the way he moves a little. No.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the commission is fine with it. I'm sure the state commission is fine.
No one's gonna check Haney's gloves. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking like rocks.
Just absolute rocks. For people that don't know, this is there was an aspiring model, and she had been in like campaigns. She's from Spain, beautiful young woman, and she's caught on camera coming out of what she claims to be an Illuminati party. She's hysterical. They said that she was on drugs and she was drinking and all this other stuff. This video is very old. It's from the early 2000s. And then she was, I believe,
this is from the what?
Early 2000s.
And
early aughts, I've been told it is.
When was the Illuminati started?
Well, if you believe the Illuminati goes back to Roman times, I mean, if you believe that, you know.
You don't believe it?
Look, I don't know what to believe or not. I remember being young and people were talking about the Illuminati and the Bilderberg Group, and people were like, well, you believe the Bilderberg Group exists? You believe in Bohemian Grove? What, like, oh, you're a tinfoil hat moron. And now we know for a fact Bohemian Grove was a place and that they did mock.
Yeah, all this shit's real, man. Like, look,
we know for a fact the Bilderberg Group exists.
The shit that if you talked about a while ago before this internet and all this shit and camera phones and all this stuff, yeah, they would label you and write you off as a conspiracy theorist. Nowadays, like if you said I believe in aliens, like so many years ago,
George St. Pierre said that he thought he was like, abducted or something as a kid.
Yeah, but just whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know if it was a kid, but like, you know what I mean? People who had these alien sightings are all crazy. It's just like people are, I kind of think the sheeple who are just like, I watched, you know, the news and I got all the information there, and you know, there's so much more that we don't know about. You think they're giving you everything? Are you crazy?
It's crazy.
That's crazy to think that.
It's even,
and it's crazy to rule shit out the same way.
You're so right, and it kills me now because, like, if you've come out of anything in the last 3-4 years, if you've learned anything in the last 4 years, it should be that these people lie constantly. And let's say that they're not lying, then they're just flat out wrong constantly.
All right.
They're either wrong or they're lying. Why are you believing them either way?
Yeah.
Like, in the last 4 years, they've been either wrong or lying about everything. And these people still are like, nope, you're crazy. Nope, you're a conspiracy theorist. I might be a conspiracy theorist, bitch. You're wrong. You're just flat out wrong. Like,
a conspiracy theorist, like even like there is conspiracies. There's not a you know what I mean? Like that's a fact.
I sent to a mutual friend of ours who was DMing me after the Jamie Foxx thing, where like I was like, dude, this dude got poisoned by the vax for sure. Like, when are they gonna come out? This and that. And McCullough said that it was a vaccine injury.
McCullough said that.
Yes.
Jamie Foxx was too.
Yes.
Man, Jamie Foxx, one of the most talented people ever.
Yeah, for sure.
One of the most talented people ever.
Yeah. And he hadn't been on TV. He lost his sight. He had a stroke. Like, there's all these things.
How's he doing right now?
We don't know. I think he's okay. I hope he's okay. But then I'm posting about it, and this girl went crazy on me. Like, talking about, we're all laughing at you. You've turned yourself into a joke, this and that. And I'm like, okay. And then I posted receipts about it after it came out.
We are all laughing at you?
Yeah.
That's
and then,
a shitty thing to say.
Well, I just DM'd her yesterday when it came out. CDC says treat it like the flu. Also get your 10th booster. I was like, I hope y'all bitches are still laughing.
What'd she say to that?
Nothing. Just seen it on scene. Just on scene.
Left on scene.
Left on scene. Yeah. Fucking take it. I don't give a shit. These bitches. You know, obviously everybody's like, Gerard hates women. Gerard does not hate women, but Gerard does hate liberal white women. Really. Because these chicks still act like we need to impress them somehow. Like, we need
you
to
hate
like,
all of them. What if there was a really nice liberal white woman who doesn't believes that but doesn't isn't like outwardly shitty about it?
Then she's probably not liberal anymore.
Like
she's probably left that bullshit behind, because they don't apologize. They don't grow. They just. There's
something I agree with you about that I thought about that you had said that I didn't tell you, and I'm gonna tell you now. You've said like the impressionability of like white women, like how they're very impressionable and like or easily manipulated. Yeah. Manipulated. So I'm sure that had me and my sister been like, if we were like really like liberal and like really woke and stuff, our mom would be woke too.
Really?
I could guarantee it.
Really?
I could guarantee it. I could guarantee it. I could guarantee it. But instead, we're very cool. So my mom's very cool.
How about that?
She's like, you know, she's like, we're very, you know, I'm going to call it real.
Yep.
And just, you know what I mean? Just, it's this, it's that, it's whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just call it how you see it and keep it real life. And that's how she is too. But had we gone that way?
Wow.
I believe it could have gone that way. So I kind of feel bad for any of these mothers who they're not in, you know, they're removed from school. They're doing things. Hey, I learned this in school today, Mom. This is blah 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 blah. I can see how they could easily fall down that path. Not so much of a fault to their own. One, they love their kids. They admire their kids. They're proud of their kids. And their kids they're in this echo chamber hearing all this shit their kids are learning at their colleges. It could easily make them be like, wow, I didn't think of it that way. I got to make sure I'm doing better at this. You know what I mean? So I totally see what you mean.
So you know what then? You've just kind of opened my mind a little bit. Let me clarify.
All right, let's go.
I don't hate those people. I hate the people that know that those women are like that and manipulate them. And then I detest the easily manipulatable when you present them with information. They get mad at you for exposing the lie instead of get mad at the people that are lying.
Right.
And now I've also learned that takes some time. People need to come to it.
Mad at? Was mad at?
Yes,
You're
absolutely.
mad at those people. The people who looks like it's a
Brett Weinstein is a liberal to me. He's a liberal.
He claims himself
he's a liberal. These people,
he calls himself like a far left.
Yeah,
liberal,
these people are been hijacked. Like there's a woman, Victoria Nuland, who just got fired today. She resigned. She was basically our acting Secretary of State, because our Secretary of State, nobody knows where he is. He's sick all the time. So Victoria Nuland. Huh?
What's that about? Why is he sick all the time?
It's a whole different. That's a whole different ball of wax.
All right.
When he.
You're right. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
He's a black guy, so he can't get fired, number one. Number two, he worked for Raytheon, the defense contractor, and the very first thing the Biden administration did is hire him and give Raytheon $250 million. And
so he's out on a boat being sick. He's seasick.
Yeah. So his underboss, this woman Victoria Nuland, is basically the architect of the Ukraine war, which they are this close to admitting we've lost. We killed so many people by forcing Ukraine to keep fighting after it was done. That it's a joke. It's a massacre. It bankrupted us, and it killed a generation of Ukrainians. And now Russia and China are stronger than ever. And the woman that oversaw all this finally got fired today.
Who
or
fired
resigned.
Her? Or who made her resign?
Resigned. The administration. Who's ever running? It's the
So
Biden administration.
Are people pulling out of Ukraine? Are we done sending money over there, or what?
Probably.
So they're gonna
they'll get some more money,
they're gonna string Zelensky up.
Probably.
You think they're gonna kill him?
Nah, they'll probably exile. They'll probably have
when Russia takes it over.
Yeah. It's just a matter of how much Russia's going to take over now.
I watched about half of the Putin on Tucker Carlson thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think you called it a big nothing burger.
It was a big nothing burger.
It was mostly like a history lesson.
Yeah. There was no conversation. It wasn't much. There
wasn't much there.
There was two big things in that hour-long monologue.
I listened to an hour.
Yeah. Hour and a half, maybe two. I don't remember.
Monologue,
yeah. One, that Putin tried to get Russia into NATO, and NATO said no.
Yes. So and he's a little upset about that.
Oh, he's salty still.
He's salty as fuck.
And it also taught him, though, that the president doesn't run the country, because Clinton said yes.
Right.
And then Clinton comes back and says, they told me it's not going to work.
Yeah, they shut it down.
Who's they? You're the president, guy.
I guess that goes back to the Illuminati.
Well, the Illuminati is just a term for global cabal, right? Like just a term for like they who operate in the shadows. And it turns out the UN, NATO are the ones financing all the chaos at the border also. So there's a lot. And what did Trump do? What did Trump do that was so bad that they were literally
kids in cages?
Well, yeah, it's way worse now. Like, yeah, where's AOC crying at the border now? Good point. Yeah. But what did Trump do? Trump said, we're not paying another $1 into NATO until y'all pay. You got to pay your bills.
Yeah.
And we're getting at it. No more wars, no more foreign money, no Paris Accord for climate change. He turned off the money spigot.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, Civil War in America, coming right up. We do this shit across the globe. You don't think we could do it to you, dog? And that's what they did. Dude, there's a dude named Mike Benz. If anybody's listening to this, wants to go down a crazy rabbit hole of brilliance, this dude, Mike Benz, is like Pablo, was it Pablo Sanchez? From Always Sunny?
Soccer?
No, yeah, it's not. What Pepe, it's killing me.
Yeah.
Always
Kaiser
Sunny.
Pepe?
No, Pepe. this guy doesn't exist. Yeah, he does. And everybody's really mad that they don't have their mail.
Pepe something.
Yeah, that dude right there, Mike Benz. Dude, this guy, names. I can't believe they haven't killed this dude. This guy goes all the way back. Basically, the CIA turned against us. Obama and his administration, Eric Holder, Hillary Clinton, weaponized the three-letter agencies.
Right.
The DOD, the DOJ, the FBI, the CIA, and turned them for where we used to do this shit to everybody else. Did it to us. Yeah. And it's fucked. And now, so international money. This is like a spy novel couldn't even compare to what's happening in real life in real time. And this is where a lot of my theory about they're going to pop the economic bubble goes, because they're losing the propaganda war. To your point, they can't control the narrative anymore. They can't say, "Oh, this didn't happen." What do you mean? We got video. We got video of it happening.
Yeah.
Nope, didn't happen. You know. What do you mean? We got it. It happened.
Yeah.
So, the
you were gonna play that clip.
Yeah, play that clip. Yeah. And this is back. This is 20-something years ago.
20 years ago.
Now we have Kimberly Castillo Gall here. She's verifying that the information is real, that this translation is accurate.
For the audio listeners.
Yeah. For the audio-only listeners,
what's a clip where they can look this up?
Well, no. Mickey makes a good point. Christian, go back to the beginning, and or Kim, you can either Christian or Kim read what she's saying, or translate what she's saying, so the people that are listening audio only. You know, first of all, Kim, do you verify that translation that's shown on screen is correct or what? It's correct. Okay. Chris, feel free to turn the microphone on.
It's correct. I don't know if you want me to translate in English.
Go ahead, translate. Go for it. No,
translate in English.
Yeah,
it's already
English?
in Spanish. Yeah.
That was funny in Colombia when what's her name was doing that. Azul.
What?
When we were doing.
I do kind of remember, but like, oh yeah, she would like.
The guys were speaking in Spanish, but they were doing it too fast. So then she stopped translating to us in English and just started repeating it in Spanish. And we're like,
what?
Okay.
So basically what she's saying is that she's asking for her freedom, and she's saying that she has been living in Monterrey for a year or something, in Mexico City, and this is around the 2001, and she's like a top model in that time. So she participated like in a kind of party, and this party has like a group of people that she called Illuminati, where they have this kind of
What are they doing? What's she saying they did?
They say she's saying that they are killing people and eating these people.
Eating people.
Eating people like human, and it smells like human meat, you know.
And does she say anybody in particular is doing it?
It's a line there where you said like the Queen of London.
The Queen of England?
The England, yeah, she does.
The Queen of England eats people, she's saying?
Yes.
Not anymore. Maybe that's how she lived to be 190.
Like
that's an old thing they were doing out there. They were taking baths in virgin blood.
Yeah, man.
That was an old school British thing.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something to that.
Yeah, maybe. Longevity. I mean, you're all about health.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then, but look, maybe she's crazy. She wouldn't be the first girl to take drugs and lose her shit at a party, but then she goes missing, and there's nothing we can do but speculate. You know. Yeah, man. So.
Thank you for translating, Kimberly.
Well done. The yeah, like sometimes like people get really excited that this stuff's coming out, and they feel vindicated because they've been talking about it for 20 years. Like, I told you this is real. I told you this is real. But you got to be careful, man, because sometimes the dog is most dangerous when it's cornered.
Right.
You know, like it's like, we know, you know, but now who are we pointing a finger at? We're pointing a finger at people that are okay with abducting and consuming children. Yeah. You know, like
they were killing people for fun. You think they're not going to have
for
a problem
food.
killing it for
Yeah, like, well, like when shit hits the fan.
Probably for rituals. You think they're not going to do it to protect their ass?
Weird, man. Weird. Yeah. What did you? I never in a million years. 1999. We thought the world was going to end because floppy disks wouldn't work anymore. Like I never thought. Like if you told me 2025 when I was in high school, 2025, what's the biggest problem we're going to face?
You'd be like, my flying car sometimes needs extra charging.
Exactly. Yeah, they'd be like, no, a cabal of covert Satanists have taken over every government on Earth, and they're poisoning the food supply, and they own and they're engaging in nonstop psychological and economic warfare against the people. It's like, what? What? In what? Like, we go back to the future. It's like, all right, Gerard, this is what I need from you, buddy. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bud.
All right. Old me is crazy.
Yeah.
He's a conspiracy theorist.
Wait a minute.
Tinfoil hat.
Wait, you have porn in your pocket? Good trade-off. Good trade-off, man. Yeah, what do you mean you can swipe right on? You just go to a new place. You land in Cabo, start swiping right, and there's a chick within an hour? Let the Satanists have it. It's not bad. Good trade-off. Yeah, I don't know. If you can go back to 15, or if you're 15 years old, Mickey, and you have 5 words to say to yourself, and that's it. What are the 5 words that you say?
15 years old?
15 years old. This day, you're 15 years old. And then you get to live your life from that point forward with whatever knowledge you have, 15 years old.
Kill it. You the man.
15-year-old Mickey looks at her and goes, say less, my guy. I understand you.
It's all good. Keep it player.
It's all good. 6 words. It's all good. Keep it player. Nope. He's gone. That's it. He's got to die.
Shit. All right.
You go back to 15, Christian. You get 5 words to say to yourself. What are they?
I'm going to goon more this year.
I'm going to goon more this year. Jesus Christ. You should have taught yourself to learn to fucking count. I'm going to goon more this year.
I'm a goon more this year.
Yeah, there you go.
Kim, you got 5 words. You got 5 words to tell your 15-year-old self. What are they?
You deserve all you want.
You deserve all you want. At least it's 5. Very good. You guys are all right. What about you? What? You. Don't eat carbs. Buy Amazon. Don't eat carbs. Buy Amazon. Yeah. Those are the ones that I tell myself. And then I got to get out of here. But real quick, to finish on a high note before you guys do your mixed picks, one of my favorites of all time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Of all
Teenage
time
Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
What? Now, they have a very fancy name in Spanish. What is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles name in Spanish? Our good friend Luz was telling me.
You know Kim?
Luz has a big fight coming up. Excited for that.
She's booked?
I believe she is.
Oh, LFG.
Yeah. It's very funny in Spanish. It's like it translates to like
Raton?
It's like
Boca Raton means like, rat mouth?
Yes, I do.
That's where we're at. We're at the rat's mouth.
I think it's what does it say in Spanish? I think it was something like mischievous teenage turtle fighters or something like that.
Leonardo, like, Rafael, Miguel Angelo,
no, that's their names. That's their names.
Yeah, still beautiful.
What are you asking for, dude?
The name of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, like the name of the show.
The name of the show.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Translate.
How would you translate that? How do you say teenage? No, but it's something different. Adolescentes.
Yeah, it was something like mischievous adolescent turtles or something like that. I was like, I would watch that.
So what about?
So here it is.
We do love the Tortugas around here.
You got Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo. Which of the turtles are you?
Raphael's my favorite. For sure. But I'm not all Raphael, bro. Not all Raphael. I'd like to say I'm Raphael, but I'd be capping.
You're a Michelangelo, friend.
You think I'm a Michelangelo?
I think you're a Michelangelo, bud.
Why is that?
Because you say shit like capping, which is dangerous close to cowabunga.
I was trying to relate to Christian and all the curly-haired fucks out there.
Which Ninja Turtle are you, Chris?
All my young slum dogs out there.
I never really watched the Ninja Turtles, to be honest with you.
That
so
explains so much.
Yep.
It explains so much.
I can't really pick.
And this is why you need your friend's podcast to get a chick.
100%.
Bro, you're being such a Donatello right now.
Okay. He's not a Donatello. He's being like an April O'Neil over there. This guy. He's being
I know who that is.
He's being a.
You don't know who the Ninja Turtles are, but you know April O'Neil.
No, like I know there's some of their names. I just don't know what they.
So look, it's Leonardo leads. He's like the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Donatello does machines.
Yeah.
All right. He's like the technical guy. He's like he'll be flying in there on like a helicopter that he just handheld. Raphael is cool but rude, and Michelangelo is a party dude. All right. So
rude but cool.
So I think I'm a Leonardo. Leonardo. I'm a little bit of all of them, except for I'm not that much Donatello. I'm not that technical.
You're not technical.
I'm not a machine guy. I don't really do machines.
You don't do machines.
You know.
You do not do machines.
I don't do machines.
So if you're that would make David Adeve Master Splinter.
David Adeve is Master Splinter, and like I'll be like a couple of them. LJ would be a couple of them. LJ's not that technical. I need more nerd friends.
You know that Michelangelo is more like Mickey?
Huh?
I'm definitely at times.
Oh, huh? Nothing? Why you saying I'm like, baby?
Michelangelo is known like Mickey.
He's not like me?
It's known. Like, like a last name, middle name.
Oh, like a nickname?
Yeah.
Okay. They call him Mickey?
Mikey.
Oh.
I'm definitely...
Fake news Kimberly over there.
So Gerard Heron is definitely Raphael. Gerard Michaels is more Michelangelo, and I oscillate between the two. I aspire to be a Leonardo. But if I'm being honest, I'm probably either Rocksteady or Bebop.
Rocksteady or Bebop?
I know who that is.
Go ahead, pull him up. Pull him
I
up.
don't know that one.
I mean, I'd like to think...
Is it going to be good?
Just visually, or what do you mean?
I'd like to think that I'm Raphael and Michelangelo, because I think you need to be one or the other at times, right? You can't just be a pushover party boy. And you can't just be like,
right,
an angry, steamrolling people all the time.
Yeah,
I think a little bit of both.
See, I
That's
got
the
a little
yin and the yang.
Michelangelo in me too. I like to laugh and goof. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I like.
I think
I
we
respect
all
Donatello.
have a little bit of all the turtles inside.
I respect Donatello. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to be Leonardo.
Those are like even more badass.
But yeah, I think I'm probably either Rocksteady or Bebop. If I'm being honest.
What is that from?
Those are the underbosses for Shredder. Those are Shredders.
Hey, so he knew what that was?
Yeah, he's all over the place, man.
So weird. I love the Ninja Turtles.
Big fan.
It was a great show.
Big fan.
It was a really good show. Do you ever remember that there was a show was like these like sharks that played hockey?
Oh yeah.
That show was cool, dude. I could never find it though. What was it on?
Oh, dude, Saturday morning cartoons were
that
awesome.
That was my favorite shit. Those sharks that played fucking hockey, but they were also like they had like some badass. Oh man.
Do you remember?
What was that show?
Do you remember a show called I forget the name of the shark game. The sharks.
It was like
there was a video game. Street Sharks.
They play street hockey.
Street Sharks, and then there was the Brats. The Brats, where they just had these like adolescent chicks. Yeah, but it was a show too, and they had like all these, they like the Clueless era. Great era, great time.
I remember that one. I was a big fan of that.
Brats, yeah, that made like 12-year-old me feel a certain type of way. I was like, man, maybe there's something to this. Between that and Jessica Rabbit, I'm like, man, I can get down with some cartoons. The Saturday morning cartoons were fucking fire.
I remember feeling a type of way about
fire.
Penny from Inspector Gadget for some reason.
Penny from Inspector Gadget?
I think.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
huh?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Topanga on Boy Meets World got me going pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Lola Bunny on fucking Space Jam.
Did you see what they
smoke.
did to Lola Bunny? Did you see?
Yeah, I did.
What they did?
I know.
They turned her into Hillary Clinton.
Right.
They told.
I saw that. I saw the
Carmen
pictures
Electra.
of before to after. I saw that.
Yeah. Somebody just said something about that, and I found it very interesting. It was like the whole body positivity thing actually came. Like you ask, did woke ever have a point? The whole body positivity thing.
Woke, I believe it did.
It came from a place where it was like, yeah, Like, you can't just have rail thin women and put like boob implants in them and have these women dying of anorexia.
And you don't need to kill yourself if you're not that. You can work to be what you want to be.
Yeah, like, you know, people were saying that, the critics were saying that, you know, Jessica Simpson after what's the one with the Daisy Dukes of Hazzard?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, Jessica Simpson's fat. It's like, what? Are you out of your mind? So, like, yeah, that makes sense. But then it went too far when we're putting like 300-pound men in women's clothing and saying body positivity. Like, everything we've lived through has just been an overcorrection of sorts.
Correct.
An overcorrection. We just need to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like, we went too far.
Yeah.
Let's just come back a little bit.
Yeah, let's hope the rubber band, it don't rubber band effect too bad and we go too fucking crazy.
Crazy. It might.
I think, you know, people will still be empathetic and still have their empathy, but there will also be more
hot chicks
more reality
on TV again.
There's more reality.
Just hot chicks.
And I'm not talking about reality TV. I'm just talking about being real. Shit, just being real.
Authentic.
I think authentic and real is the future.
I don't think you can cheat anymore.
It's,
you can't act like something you're not anymore. There's just too much access.
Right.
There's just too much. You can't, because then somebody would have to be a fucking sociopath to just be on all the time.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
What?
Well, they got those. They got those.
We do got those.
They got those.
We do got those.
You know.
Yeah.
And then they do something crazy down the road, and you're like, everyone's mind's blown.
G.I. Joe was awesome as a kid. Like, when was the last time you saw a TV show? Obviously, you know, I blew my mind about the Super Bowl, and then the other thing fucking got me going again. But, like, when was the last time you just saw cool people doing cool shit on TV?
I don't really watch TV, bro.
That's not true. You're lying. You watch old TV because there's nothing good on TV.
What old TV? What, like I watch like an old show, like when I eat, like watch like a Boardwalk Empire or something? That's not watching TV. I'm not watching the TV that they're airing nowadays at all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it's not like you don't consume television. You just don't consume modern television, probably because it sucks.
Oh, I'm not saying like I don't even have a TV. I'm not saying that, but like you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you love Martin Scorsese.
I do.
You just watched the Martin Scorsese film.
Fucking sucked. Killers of a Flower Moon was so bad.
Oof.
You gotta watch it.
I spent $20 on it.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I would never spend $20 on a fucking movie today.
What are you talking about?
$20.
Me and Kimberly went and saw the Bob Marley movie.
Was it worth the money?
No. No, it was a good time. It was cool.
Shit.
It wasn't bad.
How much was a movie these days? I haven't been in the movie theater in so long.
You know, when we went and we saw Napoleon, which I really, really liked, and it was. We also saw that in Phillipsburg, New Jersey. It was very cheap.
$7.
It really was.
$25 if you want an Oxycontin.
It was like nothing. But I think it was like $32 over at the Pompano AMC.
Oh, for $32 for 2 tickets?
Yeah.
Was it a matinee?
Nah.
Golly.
Yeah, I was surprised.
$32. How high school kid? That's all we had was movies. I didn't have no $32. Like, we pay for me, man.
Their parents' money.
Shit. How much was the popcorn? Did you eat popcorn?
I was gonna buy her popcorn. She didn't want popcorn, so I was surprised.
How much was the popcorn? Do you know?
Didn't even look.
How much was the soda? You ain't getting out that bitch for less than $50.
I was in there like this. I had my shake. I walk right in there. I dare him to say something. I'll go in there with a fucking meal too. I will.
Really?
Yeah, and if they ask, I'll be like, I got a medical condition. Gotta eat.
It's called Cushing disease. Amy Schumer. You see that? Amy Schumer went on TV looking fatter than fat, and then the next day her people put out like she's actually suffering from a medical condition called Cushing syndrome. Look up Cushing syndrome. It just means you're fat.
But here's a little. This reminds me. Here's a little scam. If you guys are ever in like a hotel and you want like a microwave or a fridge in your room, they won't give you one. But if you say, "Hey, I need it for medication," they will give you one.
What microwave do you need medication for?
I don't know, but they can't. I don't know. I gotta refrigerate my medication, then I gotta thaw it out a little bit.
I love like, there's no pets allowed in here. Oh, it's a service animal. Oh, fine.
Yeah.
This is my service alpaca.
So you could take advantage of some of this wokey shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but like if they busted my balls about like having I got my electrolytes, my creatine, I got my water. I'm gonna be there for a few hours. I'm drinking. I'm not buying their water. You know what I mean?
What's even the point of you going to a movie? You piss every 30 minutes. You're gonna miss so much of the movie.
I miss little bits. You know, I know what I'm getting into. I know what I'm getting into.
What happened? Stop. Like, can you imagine sitting
Like,
behind
stop.
Mickey at a
I gotta
movie?
pee.
You just paid $50. You had to put down a mortgage to go to this movie. You got popcorn. You got a girl that you're trying to hook up with, and this guy in front of you is eating a whole fucking spread of Chipotle. All right, he gets up in front of you 6 times during the movie, comes back and talks for 5 minutes. What did I miss? And you're just sitting there seething the whole time behind him, seething.
Shit, because he's in the UFC.
Yeah, you're just seething.
Yeah.
You're just
That's what I would say.
you would
like,
never
I'm
see.
a fighter. I gotta hydrate.
You would
know
never
what I mean?
believe he's in the UFC, so you finally say something, and then even though he's completely fucking wrong, you're the guy who ends up with a black eye. This is ain't shit grand.
Yeah. Anyway, why don't you just get the hell out of here and go play softball? And you know what? You gotta hop the table.
Oh shit, I do, huh? I don't think I'm gonna.
All right, well then I'm gonna get my pass pro going. I've been watching the. I'm gonna run block.
We're gonna
Bro,
test
you
it.
try. Look, when you try and get around this, and I
boy.
fucking throw that shoulder.
Well, we're gonna test it. All right, boys. Enjoy Mick's picks. Enjoy the rest of the show. I will see you guys next week. Enjoy.
Christian, pull up the fights, and we'll do this and get out of here.
All right.
Come on, I'm gonna leave a lot of room for you. Here you go, buddy.
We do a pass pro.
Hit him with a little shoulder. Through a little shoulder. Yeah, I was gonna use the elements too to really keep you back there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Chris Cyrus MMA said top dogs with a W.
Hey, what up, Chris Cyrus MMA?
And then Robin World said, hey.
Hey, Robin World. Hey, all right, let's. You got the card?
Yes, sir.
So we got UFC.
They're eating people on the show. They're eating people. It's the Queen of England. He's eating people.
The hell out of here. Go fucking ground out.
Brutal.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
Stretch out before you play, G.
I will.
All right.
All right, up first we have Marina Moroz versus Joanne Calderwood.
Ooh, that's a heck of a
And-
fight. Christian, we're gonna do these together. That's a really good chick fight. Marina Moroz, Joanne Calderwood.
Moroz is a minus 230. Calderwood
Who is?
plus 190.
So we did Moroz. We did that thing where she has the OnlyFans, and
Yeah, I think she
Joanne
was-
married like a big trainer. I'm gonna go with JoJo on this. Take the
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now we got Asu Almibayev versus CJ Vergara. This is a huge. CJ Vergara is a big underdog, plus 375.
What do you know about these guys?
I know CJ Vergara has had some not so great fights, so I probably
What
wouldn't
does that
pick
mean?
him. There's like a video of him running in one of the fights. I don't know if you've seen the clip going
That could be a
around.
good tactic sometimes.
Yeah.
You got a clip of him running?
Yeah, I could probably find it.
That's all right.
I'd probably go with the other guy personally, but
What's the other guy?
Asu Almabayev. I don't know who that is though. I've never heard
He's
of
from
him.
our gym.
Oh, is he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, then I'm definitely going with him.
Oh yeah, he's actually really
Russian?
Good. Yeah, really good. Good little fighter, man. He's yeah. Asu got this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with him. Now another big one. We got Robelis Daspain versus Josh Parisian. Robelis is the new heavyweight. Has a lot of hype. He is 6'7", I believe, with a 89-inch reach. I think Taekwondo champion.
Wow.
Has some crazy knockouts. So on the regionals.
So you got him?
pros. Yeah.
Where's he from?
I believe France. I'm not sure.
All right, and fighting Parisian, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll go with the new cat. What's the line there?
Line is minus 360 for Despain and plus 280 for Parisian.
Yeah. We're not going against that line.
All right, now we're gonna go Michelle Pereira versus Mikhail Olenzacek.
All right. What do you know about? Well, obviously, Michelle Pereira bumping up, fought at 170, couldn't make the weight, fighting at 85. I think is this his first official fight? 'Cause he was supposed to fight our boy Mark Barrios, the power bar, and I think Pereira got hurt and power bar fought someone else.
I think he's fought at 85 before.
He has
like one or two. I think maybe not though.
I Michel Pereira is a very exciting fighter. He will do backflips and crazy shit. He should be a fan favorite.
No, I don't think he's fought it. I don't actually think he's fought at 185. I think you're right.
All right, so I'm going with Pereira.
Yeah, I'd probably go with him too.
What's the line?
Pereira's minus 155, and then Oleg Zaitchuk is plus 130.
I don't know much about Oleg Zaitchuk.
He's pretty good. He's scrapper.
Who's he fought?
I don't know.
Jiu-jitsu guy?
No, strike. I think he's a striker. I think he's a southpaw striker.
Okay.
All right, so next we got Kyler Phillips. He's a minus 260 versus Pedro Munoz, who is a plus 210.
Kyler Phillips on the way up, and I guess they're saying Pedro Munoz on the way down, huh?
I
According to
guess.
this line?
I'd probably still go. I'd personally probably still go Pedro Munoz.
I mean, pull up Pedro Munoz's last couple fights. I know he had what happened in the O'Malley fight? They didn't he get eye poked or something?
Yeah, he got eye poked. The fight got called off, but I think he was arguably won the first round.
I think so too. I think that might have been International Fight Week. I think I was there for that fight. Yeah. What was the last couple fights?
He's beat Chito Vera. He's beat Chris Gutierrez most recently. I mean, he's good.
Surprised they're not putting some respect on his name. But what about Kyler? He's come up and done some good things lately, huh?
He's had some wins. I think he beat Song Yadong back in the day, not that long ago, a few years ago. Forget who he fought last.
Great fighter, great name, Song Yadong.
He fought
his last. Just give me his last
Rony Barcelos. He beat him to decision. He beat Marcelo Rojo.
Man, I know something about this Kyler guy. I can't remember though, but I'm gonna go with Munoz.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with that too. All right, next we got Mateus Gamrot. He's a minus 230 versus Rafael Dos Anjos, who is a plus 330. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go with Gamrot. All respect to Dos Anjos, former champ, but I think it's more Gamrot's time.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, next is Macy Barber. She is a minus 210 versus Caitlin. I think this was Caitlin Shikagian, but now it is Sarah Minara. Must have got married, and she is a plus 175.
What's her new name?
Sarah Minara.
Okay.
Minara.
Man, that's a tough one, dude. Both those chicks are very talented. Both of them are. They got I gotta say, they got good girl fights on this one so far.
I go Macy Barber.
A lot of times I don't love the girl fights, but these are some good ones. These are some good ones. Caitlin's tough, man, but so is Macy. Like Caitlin she plays a good long game, kind of like out points, uses like long distance. Macy's more of like a brawler, banger. It's gonna see whose game kind of works. It's two different game plans. Macy's gonna try and get inside and crack, and Caitlin's gonna try and stay long. I'm gonna let you pick this one. I'm not picking.
I know both. Barber. Personally.
All
right. Next we got Curtis Blades. He's a minus 125 versus Jailton Almeida, who's a plus 105.
That is a great fight.
I think that's an easy pick for me.
That's an easy pick? Who you got?
Jailton Almeida, easy.
Really, bro? You got to put some respect on Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades, just because he got knocked out by Black Beast on that knee.
True,
he's still Curtis Blades, bro. He's a great wrestler. I thought he was on the way to possibly becoming a champ. Now check real quick. Is there someone he lost to after? Because that was a few years ago when he lost to Derek Lewis.
Let me check here. He lost to Sergey Pavlovich by knockout
in
2023.
That guy was damn near the interim champ.
Yeah, that dude's a beast. He beat Tom Aspinall.
He beat Aspinall?
But
because
Aspinall got injured,
He did.
And then he beat Chris Dawkins by a knockout in 2022. 2021, he was the KO from Derek Lewis,
right.
But he beat Jairzinho Rosenstrike.
All right. Jailton Almeida's got really good jiu-jitsu, really good full, all-around fighter. Blades has great wrestling. He's gotten in better shape over the years. He came in looking kind of soft, and he's really he's fucking hard body now, lean, mean. I'm going Curtis Blades. I think that's a fight I'm very interested in because I think
Okay.
He's gonna really test Almeida's defense off his back. And Blade's got hands on him too, man.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to take him down. He couldn't take Derek Lewis down.
Man,
and I think he failed a few attempts. So, and Jailton Almeida just took Derek Lewis down easy. So that's where I'm like,
yeah, you're a little MMA math there.
Yeah, which doesn't always work out.
Nah, you're right. Yeah, part of me wants to see Blades bounce back, but
it's a tough pick.
It is a very tough pick. I'm not very sold on it. Either way. I'm actually gonna stay off this one too, bro. Cause I'm this is just a fight I'm excited to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to see how this. It's another kind of stylistic clash, and I want to see how this plays out.
Blades could also take him down and smash him too.
Yeah, but I think Almeida's got like good jiu-jitsu where I don't think he's gonna get smashed. So that's why it's gonna be a struggle.
Derek Lewis too. So.
Yeah. But fuck that MMA math. You know that don't.
Yeah, I know. All right, next we got Petr Yan, who is a -115 versus Song Yadong, who is a -105. Fucking phenomenal fight.
Yeah, that's money there. I think Petr Yan gets back in there and gets the victory.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now we got Kill Cliff. We got Gilbert Burns, who's a +135, and Jack Della Maddalena, who's a -160.
We got Gilbert Burns, our boy.
All right, we're going to go Kevin Holland versus Michael Page.
That's another good fight, man.
Holland is a -130. Page is a +110. That's a tough one.
That's another good fight.
Very tough. That might be the toughest one for me on the whole card.
Yeah, wow. Interesting. That's a tough one to pick. We'll see what Venom Page, very exciting, very violent fighter. And so is Kevin Holland. And it's Venom Page's debut in the UFC, coming in there with a lot of hype, right onto a main card, premier matchup. If Kevin uses and can get his grappling going, that's his clearest path to victory. Venom Page is a world-class striker. You got to give Venom Page the advantage in the striking, and then Holland in the that full MMA game, the wrestling, all that stuff. I'm gonna go Venom Page.
Okay. All right. Next, we got the co-main. It is Benoit Saint Denis versus who's a -230 versus Dustin Poirier, who is a +190.
So this Benoit guy's kind of come out, French kid, come out and been like his last fight is very impressive. All his fights very impressive. Actually, he was supposed to fight Christos. But Christos' crazy ass doing construction at his house busted his thumb open.
Damn.
But Christos could beat anybody. I
kind of don't get the hype with him, to be honest.
I think the dude's legit, man. He's legit. I think he's very good. But DP is Dustin Poirier is a legend in my mind, and someone who's been at it for a while. Now it's one of those things where it's like, this kid's on the rise. Poirier's, he's made a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. That old adage of it's hard for a king to go to war when he's sleeping in satin sheets.
Yep.
But I think, Dustin Poirier, he's a real one. And my heart is with him, and I bet you guys know I pick with my heart, so I'm going Dustin Poirier.
All right. Sean O'Malley, main event, -280 versus Marlon Vera, who is a +230.
So I've been hearing and seeing a lot of people picking O'Malley. And when this fight was announced, I was pretty much thinking like, all right, Cheeto's going to, do it again. He ended up kicking O'Malley in that peroneal nerve, made him roll his ankle, fell to his back, and then Cheeto popped on him in their first fight and got the KO, kind of knocked him out for a second, TKO, whatever you want to call it. I think that leg's still there for him to hit. I think Cheeto's very durable. I think O'Malley has, he has great feints and high level striking. Like he's long. I think, O'Malley could knock any one of those guys out in that division. He's kind of shown that. He's been patient, like in that fight with Aljo. But I'm going Marlon Cheeto Vera. I think Marlon Cheeto Vera pulls it off. What do you think?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, for me, maybe O'Malley because he's come a long way and he was.
I've heard people talking about that like other people picking O'Malley and saying they heard bad things about Cheeto's camp.
Yeah, I just saw that. But my thing is, in the first fight, even on one leg, Cheeto wasn't even touching him. He was like still outstriking him on 1 foot. So I don't know. That's my only thing.
Cheeto's got good defense and is
he has a chin
durable.
Too. Hell of a chin.
Yeah.
It's a really tough fight.
Cheeto lost to Sandhagen, and then did he beat someone?
I'm not sure. Let me check.
So I'm pretty sure Corey Sandhagen had a legit beef that he wasn't fighting this fight.
I think he should be fighting.
I wonder if they're gonna make him fight someone, or if he's getting the winner. He got Marab in there too, right? Yeah, it's the same. That's 135.
He beat Pedro Munoz at 292, which I think was that
his last fight?
It was August 23rd, August 19th, 2023.
It's probably his last fight. Huh. So you didn't bring that up during the Pedro Munoz thing. What are you looking up? You looking up their last fights or their pages?
Yeah.
Their topology. All right. I'm sticking with Cheeto. What's that? Give me the top 5 right now of 135. Because you got Marab just beat Cejudo.
Marab's got to be like number 1.
Marab's got to be like the number 1 contender at this point. And then you got to go probably Sandhagen.
Yeah, we got Marab's the number 1. Then we got Aljo, number 2. Sandhagen's 3. Peter Yan's 4, and then Marlon Vera's 5.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sick. I'm gonna go with Marlon Vera here. I'm gonna go with Marlon Vera. Could set up a rematch between him and Sandhagen. But Sugar Sean could do his thing. He's always fun TV, and he's a fighter I enjoy. I've enjoyed watching his rise and watching his his distance with his striking and all that shit. Yeah, some fun fights, man. It's exciting. Make sure you guys can come watch some of the fights with us at Le Chick. The whole crew's gonna be there. All us gonna be there. Sponsored by Anthem Jerky and myself, Vicente Luque, who was on the program. Punch Christian in the liver. Real fun stuff. I'm sure if you come down and want to get punched by either of us, we'd be happy to oblige. And maybe we'll even let you punch Christian.
Let's go.
Christian will hit you back. All right. We'll take us out then. That's Mick's Picks. This has been Slick and Thick with Mickey Gall, Gerard the Truth Michaels, as always, who is out there playing softball now. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Miss Kimberly.